Hello everyone, I'm Sir NJ Javier and welcome to another episode of EAPP in TAGLISH. Previously, we discussed the critical approaches in writing a critic, namely formalism, feminism, reader response, and Marxism. This time, we'll discuss three academic texts which some find confusing because of their similar format and content. These academic texts are the reaction paper, critic, and review. Kung tutusin, halos pare-parehas naman talaga ng ginagawa ang mga text na ito, kaya nakakalito talaga kung alin sa mga ito ang dapat gawin kung mag-i-evaluate ka ng isang bagay. Kaya naman, once and for all, let's differentiate these three comprehensively. But before that, you may be wondering bakit nga ba sila nakakalito? It's because a reaction paper, critic, and review are all specialized forms of writing in which an author reviews or evaluates a subject. Ibig sabihin, ang mga text daw na ito ay ginagawa to evaluate or to judge a subject. Gaya ng discussion natin sa critic, dito hinahanap natin yung mga good at bad points ng isang bagay. And when we say subject, it may be any of these. Scholarly works gaya ng academic books and articles, works of art gaya ng literary text, exhibits, pati plays, film, performance arts, dance, at sports. Designs na pwedeng about buildings, furniture, fashion design, at maging graphic design gaya ng sa posters, billboards, commercials, at iba pang digital media. Bukod dito, a reaction paper, a critic, or a review can all be written in 250 to 750 words depende sa level ng analysis mo sa iyong subject. They present summaries and opinions but with proofs and evidences. And as per the format, these texts usually follow this pattern. Ang unang part ay ang introduction. Dito ibibigay mo ang title or name ng subject mo, pati kung sino ang gumawa nito at kailan ito nagawa. Sunod naman ay ang body ng iyong paper. Dito, we have two sections. Ang unang section ay ang summary. Here, you briefly explain what the subject is. Kumbaga, ano ba ang piece na ito? Scholarly work ba ito o isang work of art? What is its purpose? What does it contain? What can be seen from it? Basta ipaliwanag mo lang kung ano yung subject na ine-evaluate mo. Ang pangalawang section naman ng body mo ay ang evaluation. Dito naman sa section na ito, ilalagay mo ang iyong judgment of the subject. Ibig sabihin, after mong ipaliwanag kung ano yung ini-evaluate mo, ibibigay mo na kung anong assessment mo dun sa bagay na iyon. Like, how well is the subject made? How do you feel about it? What are its good and bad points? Is the work significant? At iba pa. Dito natin ina-apply yung critical approaches na inaral natin, ang formalism, feminism, Marxism, at reader's response. Siyempre, ang pinakahuli ay ang iyong conclusion. Finally, sa conclusion, dito natin nilalagay ang ating overall impression of the work. After all the analysis you presented, dito sa conclusion, nagbibigay ka na ng final judgment mo on the subject's value, significance, worth, or future improvements para sa audience mo. Ngayong malinaw na sa atin how they are similar with one another, let's talk about their differences, beginning with the most basic, that is, the reaction paper. A reaction paper presents your reasonable response about anything seen, heard, read, or experienced. Tandaan, when we say reasonable response, ang tinutukoy natin dito ay logical opinion. Ibig sabihin, hindi lang basta-basta reaksyon ang ibibigay mo, kundi opinions with valid basis. It can be done by anyone. Ibig sabihin, kahit sino o ano ka pa, pwede kang gumawa ng reaction paper. Kaya nga sa YouTube, mapapansin ninyo kung sino-sino lang ang gumagawa ng reaction videos about sa iba't ibang bagay kasi nga, it's the easiest and simplest form of evaluation. Also, in terms of content, the reaction paper is focused on personal appreciation about the subject. Kumbaga, as a reactor, nagustuhan mo ba yung subject? What did you like most about it? O kaya, what aspects do you feel lacking o kulang? And as for the purpose, a reaction paper is for expression of personal judgments. Ibig sabihin, apektado siya ng mga pananaw at mga preferences mo. Malinaw na ba ang reaction paper? Now let's talk about the expanded version of the reaction paper, that is, the review. The review is always associated with the term paper or book review. Why? Because the review is an objective judgment of something. At yun ang ginagawa mo kapag nagsusulat ka ng term paper or book review. Paano objective? Ibig sabihin, hindi pwedeng maapektuhan ng personal preferences mo ang evaluation mo. Kung sa reaction paper, pwedeng maapektuhan ng point of view mo ang iyong judgment, sa review, the focus is on highlighting the good and the bad points of the subject. Bakit? Because the purpose of the review is to give the audience an informed judgment of the subject's worth. Kumbaga, worthy ba itong subject na ito for their time and for their money? Kaya naman ang reviews ay ginagawa ng mga knowledgeable people of the field where the subject belongs to. At ang tawag natin sa kanila ay reviewer. Kaya nga sa YouTube, kung mahilig man kayong manood ng mga reviews, mapa-makeup man yan o mga gadgets like cellphones or laptops, yung reviewer ay siguradong maalam tungkol sa industriya na iyon. Meron ding tinatawag na movie reviewers kung saan may specific na mga tao lamang na unang manonood ng isang movie bago pa siya ibalabas sa mga cinemas. Ito ay para makapagbigay sila ng evaluation kung maganda ba talaga yung movie at kung worthy ba ito na panoorin sa sinehan ng mga moviegoers. Malinaw na ba ang difference ng review at reaction paper? Finally, let's discuss the critic. The critic is the most academic and the most elevated evaluation among the three. Ibig sabihin, ito yung pinaka-objective at may pinakamalalim na analysis ng isang subject. Why? Because a critic is written by experts of a field. Kung sa reaction paper, kahit sino pwedeng gumawa nito. Sa review, basta knowledgeable ka sa may field na yon, pwede ka rin gumawa nito. Dito sa critic, tanging experts lamang ang pwedeng gumawa nito and we call them as critics. In a critic, the focus is on analyzing the components of a work. Kumbaga, in-depth mong titingnan kung paano ginawa ang bagay na ini-evaluate mo. Kung gaano ba ito kaganda, kung anong mensahe ang pinaparating nito, at syempre kung ano ang good at bad points nito. For the purpose, a critic is usually made to provide direction for future improvements of the subject. Kasi nga, it is made by experts at malalim itong napupuna ang mga good at bad points ng isang subject. Malinaw ba yon? Again, the reaction paper, the review, and the critic are all almost the same. They briefly summarize a topic and then evaluate it. As per their differences, just remember what we discussed. Is it clear? Malinaw na ba ang slight differences ng tatlong to? If you have more questions about these texts, just write them down on our comments section. And that's it for this episode. Thank you for staying with me until the end of this video. If you are new to our channel, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'd be updated of our next videos. Once again, I am Sir Enchi Javier, and this is EAPP in TAGLISH.